Eu estou trazendo neste vídeo para vocês a coletiva de imprensa com os atores do filme Power Rangers, que foi realizada na última Ccxp. No vídeo vocês vão poder acompanhar todo o evento na íntegra, porém eu gostaria, antes de mais nada, de estar deixando um agradecimento especial à assessoria de imprensa da Paris Filmes, que não só nos convidou para o evento, mas também nos proporcionou toda a estrutura para que nós pudéssemos estar fazendo esse vídeo que estamos mostrando neste momento aqui para vocês. A coletiva foi realizada com perguntas em português feitas pelos jornalistas do Brasil e respondidas no idioma inglês. Portanto, quem tem dificuldade e não fala a língua, eu vou estar deixando um recado importante para vocês agora. É só clicar lá no campo de legendas do YouTube que ele vai estar traduzindo automaticamente. Você ainda tem dificuldades? Você não sabe fazer isso? Eu tenho um outro vídeo aqui no canal, cujo eu estou deixando aqui na descrição, onde ensina facilmente, em menos de 3 minutos, como você consegue traduzir qualquer tipo de vídeo, não só esse, em qualquer tipo de língua do mundo, para que você possa ter essa compreensão. Então dá uma pausa aqui, caso você tenha essa dificuldade, e dá uma olhada lá nesse vídeo também, onde eu ensino a colocar as legendas. Sem mais delongas, fiquem a seguir então com a coletiva de imprensa na íntegra, que foi realizado no último dia 3 de dezembro de 2016, aqui na cidade de São Paulo.
É bom estar aqui.
He kept that one quiet.
Yeah,
he didn't tell us about
I didn't
that.
sleep last night. That's all. That's it.
We just learned
Four
Portuguese.
syllables.
That was really good. Ok, vamos abrir para a pergunta então. Quem quer fazer a primeira pergunta?
My name is Emilio Faustino from Cecine 10 and a capa da UOL. A minha pergunta vai ser em português, você traduz para mim, por favor. E seguinte, a minha primeira pergunta é: quando vocês brincavam de Power Rangers, se é que vocês brincavam, eu queria saber se vocês eram quem vocês estão interpretando agora. E não faz muito tempo que um Power Ranger ele se assumiu gay, o Power Ranger azul. Eu queria saber se vocês acham que um dia haverá um Power Ranger gay interpretando.
He's got 2 questions actually. He wants to know if you guys played as Power Rangers as kids, and if you did, if you were the Rangers that you are now in the movie. And he also talked about a Ranger actor that he came out, he assumes himself as gay, and he wants to know if you guys think that there will be a gay Ranger eventually.
Those are great questions. Thank you so much. I mean, RJ has some great answers about the first part of the question when you were a kid with your connection to Power Rangers.
Well, as a kid for Power Rangers. Thank you guys. Calm down. As a kid, I used to play a lot with Power Rangers. I grew up practically in my mind as a Power Ranger, right? Even though I can't lift a car, but we broke ceiling fans, we broke furniture, couches, lights, a lot of lights. Just doing Power Ranger type activities like kicking. I kicked my dad one time. That was the last time I ever kicked my papa. Yeah, the Power Rangers was a very big part of my childhood. I feel like that's where a lot of my imagination comes from. So I have to give a lot of, credit to them. Definitely for a lot of whoopings. Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty incredible that it's something that we share with so many people around the world. Like for myself, my connection with Power Ranger actually started even before I knew what Power Rangers were. My first action figure was the yellow Power Ranger toy, and this is an action figure that my mom got for me to appease me because she had moved me from away from my family from mainland China where I was born to Hong Kong, and I couldn't stop crying. And she's like, "Shut up, play with this." So it was a little Power Ranger, yellow Power Ranger toy from Japan. It was like the Super Sentai series, and she had this. I guess he back then. He had this cool unicorn motorcycle. Actually, we had so many adventures, like on dinner tables, in the bathroom, in the bathtub. everywhere. So I took it with me everywhere, and then it's not until I went to move to North America that I find out about Power Rangers, and it all kind of fell into place, you know. And now that we're playing Power Rangers, we share this beautiful thing with everyone around the world, and I think everyone has these cool stories.
And as I said before, I mean, unless now you want to add anything to that, the second half of the question about the Power Rangers' sexuality, I think that's a really great question, because I think we live in a day and age where we are so open about that, we are so progressive in our societies, and I think the diversity alone of the cast is a comment on that kind of progression, you know, about how far people have come. And I don't want to single out or comment on any particular actor's sexuality on or off screen, but I just think that the diversity alone will show you that, and if that answer comes through in the film, it'll definitely be reflected well, and I think you'll get a good sense of all of those sort of things.
And just to like add to that, it's one of those things where it wouldn't. It's almost like we live in a day and age where it's not a such thing as, you know, gay or straight. We just human beings, you know, like. We people, so I don't think that they would be like, oh, that's the gay ranger, or that's the ranger. You know,
it's just the characteristic.
Yeah, it's the characteristic.
At the end of the day, we share way more in common. Like, our genetics are 99.9% the same, right? Even with gorillas, we're pretty much we're just human beings. We're just beings, right? And it's just a different characteristic that we have. And it doesn't really matter, we don't judge, right?
But what's so beautiful is that we bring all of our different cultures, you know, where we come from, the different places in the world, from Australia, the UK, China, America, Mexico, you know, wherever we come from, we bring those elements of our culture, our society, and we endow them into the Power Rangers. So hopefully that comes through and everybody enjoys it. Thank you.
Hi. I am Eder Lee from Preview Magazine. As you said, Power Rangers is a tradition already. We have generations who played, who watched it before. So what's the balance between the tradition and what you four gave to the characters now?
I mean, the movie is a reimagining, you know, it's everything that's iconic about Power Rangers, it's in the movie. Like, all of that we don't own that, you know, as actors, but I think what's really awesome about our movie is it's about each kid, and it's about what each kid are going through, and the superhero element is always a metaphor for what's going on in our lives, and I think as an actor, for me personally, it was really cool because I kind of had a bit of a blank slate. You know, it was, okay, Kimberly Hart, people think, oh, she's like the Pink Ranger, of course, like, and it's a visual. But I, as an actor, was able to say, okay, who is she? She's a 17-year-old girl, and I could just build this character. And together with the director, that was the most important thing about this movie, was the journey that these kids go through, and, you know, and what they're going through, you know, with what you said, anything, you know, issues that they're going through, and how the superhero element is fun and it's going to be amazing, like the effects are awesome, but it's always a metaphor for the heart of the movie. So yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing, is the core of the movie. The essence of the movie, the essence of Power Rangers. Like Dacre had mentioned the first time we sat down in a room with Dean, actually, is someone had told him that, how cool is it to save the world with your friends, right? We're the only team that gets to do this with their friends, be heroes with friends, we're a team. And the essence of the movie is, we're stronger together, right? And together is the key word here. I mean, like Dacre had mentioned before, we come from all parts of the world. I actually thought about this. With the cast together, we cover every single continent in the world, except for Antarctica. But,
yeah, the green.
The white rainbow we could have. Untold.
Yeah. Another cool thing is we met our, you know, the older versions of our Rangers. Like I met David, had lunch with David. We met, you know, Jason. They emailed us and talked to us. We met the Pink Ranger. We met the Black Ranger. We didn't have the pleasure of meeting the Yellow Ranger, sadly, but it was cool just being able to pick their brains about what Power Rangers was to them, right? And the same relationship that they, you know, they had. It's like we had the same thing. We just, you know, love being around each other, even when we're not filming, right? we still love hanging around each other, even though we live in different states. We still WhatsApp, and they used to do the same thing, even though they didn't have WhatsApp and iPhones and stuff to really make you lazy. They actually used to get together. That's crazy, but that was a really cool thing to have. Just have like a core cast that was willing to help us new babies out, you know, and that's why I think that the core of what Power Rangers is comes through really well.
But also for the fans, the die-hard fans, you'll get everything you want.
Yeah,
you know?
and
you're gonna get
so calm.
everything you're waiting for. You'll get it.
And on a side note as well, in terms of the fans, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. I mean, the reception to Brazil, we've done San Diego and New York Comic-Cons. It's unbelievable. I can see some people out there who were at the airport a couple of days ago. I just want to say a really big thank you. It does mean a lot, especially to a country I've never been to. Beautiful people, beautiful weather, you know, the biggest city metropolis I've ever been to. So thank you.
It goes for all of us. We all love Brazil, not just Dacre.
Everybody likes
How you gonna
Brazil.
take all the Brazilian points? We like that. We like Brazil.
I'm complimenting them. We all like Brazil.
Yeah.
And the food. Oh my God. What did we have yesterday with the
goodness.
meat?
I had so much meat yesterday. Oh my god.
Can I stay? I want to stay.
Hi guys, thank you for coming. Beto Menezes, site Cinema em Série. I want to ask you about the first trailer. When the first trailer arrived, it was a huge success online. How did you saw this success, and how did you? What was your reaction when the first trailer was arrived?
So Dacre, by the way, just keeps us updated on everything. Like every time it went up like 1 million views, we'd know through Dacre. So that's how I found out everything.
And I'm not sure if
just
I'm not sure if he's getting the numbers and Dacre's mom actually is.
Yeah, Mama.
His mama.
She constantly updates me. Actually, we were in New York. We were at the New York Comic Con, and we're in the hotel, and the trailer wasn't supposed to drop until 11 a.m. and it was 8 a.m. in the morning. And I got these messages. I've got a friend from Australia back there. He messaged me. My mum messaged me. All these people going, the trailer's dropped. And I was on the treadmill. I'm like, no, it hasn't. They told me 11 o'clock.
On the treadmill.
And then I look it up, and I'm seeing the trailer, and I rang Naomi, and I like sent it to the group, and then we all ended up watching it an hour later. And I think I speak for, I mean, I had goosebumps, you know? Not for me, not anything to do, but just seeing the project come to life after all that work, you know? Seeing it all, you know, put together was great.
It's mostly because we was working with the best, and everyone had a lot of heart into this film, so that was cool.
And there's going to be another, another trailer that's got so much more as well. Like that was just a taste.
A teaser.
We haven't even seen some of the things yet, so
The second trailer's gonna make
we're as
you.
excited.
It might make you pass out or faint. Just being honest.
Well, for me actually, it was such a pleasure watching the other kids because for my character Zach, he's kind of sometimes he's an outsider outside the crowd. So I wasn't on set a lot of times with these kids, especially when they're in school and stuff. And watching their performances, it was so cool. I had the same feeling that you guys had. I think a lot of fans. There was a lot of guessing before the trailer dropped, right? People wasn't sure, what it's going to look like. But I got to say, our director, Dean, he has a specific vision. And he set out to achieve that vision no matter what. Like, we were working really hard on set just to find that, the tune that he was looking for. And I think a lot of people, we saw a lot of YouTube reactions, right? Those are hilarious. So good to watch, right? They're, we watch these things live. They're going, oh, I'm not sure. And then it's like, ooh. I think I like that. So I think the work speaks for itself. When you see what you like, you know you like it or not, right?
Yeah.
I like you, Ludi. I like you, Naomi. I like you, Dacre.
Thank you, love.
Pergunta?
Eu queria saber, vocês não assistiram Marimorph e Power Rangers antes das gravações. Eu quero saber, depois de encerrar as gravações, vocês tiveram contato com o seriado.
Where's this voice coming from?
Hey, you're just walking.
I thought you were Zordon for a second. It's a body voice.
Você quer saber se eles continuaram assistindo Marimorph depois de gravar ou se eles assistiram outras temporadas?
Não, eles fizeram entrevista, eles falaram que não assistiram Marimorph para influenciar na criação dos personagens. Eu quero saber se eles viram depois.
Beleza. He said that in a previous interview, you said you did not watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in preparation for the movie. And he wants to know if you guys did watch the show after you shot the movie.
Yeah, what's your name, mate?
Raphael.
Raphael, thanks for coming to the airport yesterday, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, look, it's interesting. When I grew up, I
I don't know, TV in my household when I was under 5 years old, so from like 94 to 99, it wasn't a big thing in my household. We didn't really watch, I wasn't exposed to TV. And by the time I started watching TV, it was 99, and you know, the Power Rangers wasn't airing as much on Australian TV. So I didn't have that prelude to that world. But what I connected with, as I have said in previous interviews, was the superhero thing. That's universal, right? I mean, that's why we go and watch these films. You know, any of these Marvel films, you know, it's that thing that we connect with us, inside of us, that goes, they can do something for me, they can do something for society, I could be like that, I could, you know, there's so much honor in that, I think. That's just me, you guys.
Well, growing up as a kid, being addicted to Power Rangers, I didn't really need to rewatch, right? Because I already had my. It's like every time you dress up as a character, or you know, imagine yourself as a character. It's your rendition of a character, right? So my rendition of a character is different from yours. And so the really cool thing was none of us played our former, you know, characters. Like I didn't play David's Billy. Dacre didn't play Jason's. You know, Dacre played, you know, his version of that character. I played mine. And they're also, you know, grounded and just, they're real to us. And that's what, you know, shows on screen. So sometimes if, you know, Nene, you know, she said she didn't watch it because she didn't want to tarnish the vision that she had, you know, in her head about, you know, the character and the different stuff she could bring to Kimberly. And the stuff that she brought to Kimberly is, okay, we can't curse in this interview, is amazing. Okay, so, yeah.
Thanks, you too.
Stop it, I suck.
Stop it.
Hello, my name is Felipe, I'm from UOL, it's a new website. And a simple question, I want to know if the colors of your character is your favorite color and you were happy with this color that you use in your Power Rangers.
I actually first auditioned for the yellow Power Ranger. Don't know why, but I auditioned and then I did both, and I guess they just felt like I fitted Kimberly more. But I'll be honest, I'm not really a pink girl, but what I actually loved was some of the, I don't know, maybe what we think about, I don't know, the Pink Power Ranger or the kind of, what's it called, Valley Girl or whatever. I actually liked being able to kind of defy that and be like, okay, she's actually really smart, and she actually goes, and she's really strong, and do you know what I mean? And I like to kind of defy the stereotype. So now I do like pink, you know. But
I think the thing about colors is it's meaningless unless you put your personal meaning into it, right? So that's a great question because different colors mean different things to us. That's why I think when you were being casted for the Yellow Ranger, it's a specific thing that they were after in the character in the script, right? For myself, I just put new meaning what black meant to me, because black to me is very interesting. It's the absence of all colors, right? So to me that meant that anyone could be black, anyone could step in, and as girls all know, girls love black, it's slimming, and also black goes with everything, so it's easy to wear, right?
It doesn't.
what are you trying to say? What
I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to say, you look amazing just the way you are.
Cause you're amazing.
But what black meant to me was black, like in my mind it meant that anyone, no matter what skin color, no matter what personality, what kind of person you are, you can step behind that color, behind that mask, and be a hero, and that's what it meant to me, and that's what Power Rangers mean to me actually.
Yeah. Also, a thing that I thought about this yesterday for some reason. It's really weird that if you took away the ability to see color out of everyone's eyes, you wouldn't know which Ranger we were, you know? So you wouldn't know that Ludi was the black, Nate was the pink. You would just know us as Power Rangers, and you would love these characters, you know? And that's one thing that I really think that the message of this movie shows is that, you know, it's not a certain color or a certain look to a certain characteristic, you know, or a personality. It's just a face. It's a beautiful face, that's it. Okay, we might put a mask over it, but we still take that mask off, and behind it you see these, okay, ugly face, beautiful face, yeah. But yeah, that's the really, yeah, that's how, yeah.
Yeah, I agree totally.
I agree totally.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything that's said. I don't want to labor on it, but thank you for the question too. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Isabella from Galileo Magazine. I was wondering, what can we expect from Rita and Elizabeth's take on the character?
Mate,
I wish Becky
was
here. Someone should just channel Becky
Becky's
and answer this question.
Shall I be Becky?
Can I try to call her?
I was
So
up in LA.
basically, I'm pretending to be Becky. Don't worry.
Yeah, all I was just going to say is, we've said a lot of stuff about how great it was to work with Elizabeth Banks in previous interviews, which it was fantastic. We had such a great time. But a bit of new news is, I was up in LA 2 weeks ago, and I got to see a little bit, you know, of some, you know, more special effects.
Let's not rub it in.
Around that villain.
Don't rub it in.
I was in LA
jealous.
by myself, doing some stuff. But anyway, yeah, I want to, it looks magnificent on screen. Everything, all the special effects to do with her character, her suit, everything, and the intensity. I mean, it's a real villain. It's great.
Oh, I was just about to say you can look forward to an actress that should be given like a golden face, because she knows exactly how to bring out, you know, these different weird characteristics of Rita, right? As this beautiful person, but she's still like evil. She's the person that you love to hate, you know? So it's like, you know, Rita, I'm not gonna trust you with my car, but if you wanna go out on a date, that's all right. And it's so cool just to see how powerful she is in this character, because she brings it to life to the point where you're scared acting in the same scene. So it's like, wait, are you really gonna kill me right now? I just wanna know so I can call my mom and apologize for everything that I did behind her back. You know, it's really crazy. Elizabeth is one creative person, and it's just like you can constantly eat off of her, and the audience is gonna
constantly eat off of her.
No, like,
I didn't get the chance.
I'm with you. I'm so with
Lily,
you.
why would you go there? Where's your mind at
you.
right now? Where's your mind at?
I was just curious when you got to
RJ, I'm with you. No, she's amazing and she's fearless. Like the choices that she makes as an actress. As RJ said, she took what was on the page and just, you'll see. She just made it weird and scary and beautiful. It's awesome.
Hi guys, sorry about my voice. First of all, thanks for being here. It's gone. Third day of
okay.
It's lovely, it's very soothing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoying the journey. I'm Marina from a website called Bacontastic, and also
Love that name. Love that name.
Thank you.
Did you say bake?
Bacontastic.
Bacontastic.
Bacon.
It's bacon.
Oh, bacon.
It's on the shirt. Fantastic. So,
Bacon.
yeah. In a newspaper called O Povo. Each and every character has this special, how can I say that?
Ability?
Character.
Quality?
No.
Skill.
Zord.
like leadership.
Yeah.
Like, for example, leadership. It's the main thing of the Red Ranger. Each and every, you know, I just, sorry, I'm nervous.
Like Ranger characteristic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
Each
like,
and everyone has this characteristic.
So it's a trait.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
Bacon-tastic, girl.
You didn't even have to say anything. We know.
Just shout exactly.
So I want to know, how was the preparation of you guys? Like, did you look up for some other actors? How was the process of the studying of the character? How did you do that?
For me personally, as we said previously, I didn't want to overly kind of study. I think every actor's so different. It's like everyone's process, all of us, are so different. So like RJ and I like to be in the moment. So although I'll think about what's on the page, I'll think about, okay, this character, I do like to just see what happens and just be in the moment, be in the scene. And yeah, that's kind of how I take. And I think also all of our different character traits, as we've said before, it's about us as 17-year-old kids in high school. That's, I think, what people are going to connect to. Yeah.
What was interesting, or one thing I did that might be interesting, is I wanted to remember what it was like to be in high school. So I actually went back. Luckily, it was filming in Vancouver, so I went to high school there. So I went back to my high school and I sat there outside the office, and then just to feel what it was like being a new student, being kind of an outsider, right? And some students came by and asked if I was a new student. I was like, oh yeah, and they showed me around the place. And I was actually not found out until two of my teachers that used to teach me, who I thought was like already retired, because I'm like an old fogey.
No.
But they came over and they're like, Ludi, what are you doing here? I thought you graduated. You you were failing all these years and stayed behind? But yeah, I was found out then. But lots of preparation, that's the fun of it, right? We're trying to bring ourselves into these characters and trying to bring that side of the trait for us. You want to say leadership, you want to say humor, you want to say like beauty and sensitivity, but we all have that inside of us. Each person has that, we just need to bring that out and make it believable by putting it into the character that we play.
A thing that I did, which was really, really fun to me, I got to recall a lot of my childhood and stuff, and also my high school days and my middle school days. So I had this friend named Andre who, was in band with me, and he was like on the spectrum and stuff. And I asked Andre a lot of questions because Billy and Andre are kind of alike. Both of them are really, 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 really smart. They're just to themselves, and they want to be outgoing and stuff. So I'm like, Andre, how do you go every day without talking to people? How does that work? And he's just like, listen, RJ, listen. All you gotta do is shut up. I said, hello, hello. But it was just cool being able to pick off of all of my friends to bring this little Billy into, fruition, and it was just cool. I got some up from my best friend actually, who's in the back, Sophia. Most of the weirdness and the little tics and stuff, me and Dean will go over, right? But there's a few things that you'll catch that are really weird that could only come from Anna Sophia mode, to be honest. That's the only way it could come. That's how close we are. Sorry, Mama.
Yeah, sorry. No, I just wanted to say I think Jason is a combination of the people I look up to in my life. My mentors, my teachers, my trainers, my parents, my sister, everybody that I look up to and the characteristics that they have. I wanted to try and bring this to my character, because in school, I wasn't Jason. I wasn't fit, I wasn't anything, and I had hopes and dreams of what I wanted to do, and I'm so fortunate that I'm fulfilling those, but I wouldn't be without those mentors, those people that helped me along the way, so he's a combination of all those people.
Bruno, você vai ter que me ajudar.
Beleza?
O remake do filme do Power Rangers, ele vem nessa onda nostálgica que vem assolando o mundo inteiro. Eu queria saber se nesse filme o foco vai ser o público mais velho, o público do seriado, ou se eles focam mais num público mais novo. E se tem algum detalhe, assim, alguns detalhes que vão deixar os fãs mais velhos felizes.
He said that this Power Rangers movie, it comes in a wave of nostalgia of lots of movies that are coming back, lots of reboots, and he wants to know if the movie is aimed at the older fans or if it's going to try to get new fans, and if there are Easter eggs for older fans.
Yeah, I mean, look, the IP is huge. When somebody like Lionsgate goes, I'm going to make the Power Rangers, all the people who are nostalgic about it, who watched it, they go, oh my god, they're remaking Power Rangers, it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, either way it's happening, oh my god, right? But I think it's interesting at the same time because we do have to accommodate for both ends of that spectrum, for the people that watch the show, and a big portion of the target audience is all those kids who didn't get to experience it, like me. I didn't get to watch it. And now, my friends that are my age that didn't watch it either can go to the cinemas and watch it. Or if they did watch it, they can go and live it again in this new form. So I think it is super diverse. I mean, all over the planet, the diversity of the casting, the scale of the film. I think these big budget superhero films really do attract big audiences. But we're also looking for something that's also a story about heart, right? About 5 teenagers who meet each other, they don't like each other, and then they become friends, right? And that's how it works in this film. And I think that, hopefully, can appeal to 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s,
it doesn't really matter what age you are. Like, to me, I think age is truly just a number, it's just a concept. In fact, I do recommend people to stop thinking of themselves in terms of how old am I in terms of years. I want people to start thinking about how many days I've lived, so you can live every day in the moment, right?
Put that on a postcard.
I'm guessing right now there's a lot of Power Ranger fans in this room. And you remember what that feeling is like as a kid watching the Power Rangers, watching your superheroes, and how great would that be if you could pass on that feeling onto a new generation. So that's my hope, is that so the kids these days can watch the film and find that feeling of awe, of inspiration, of admiration, of role models to grow up into, you know. And I think for adults too, like our nostalgia, our memory of those times when we were kids, I think that's still inside of us, right? Like a lot of adults you see these days, truly all adults, we're just kids pretending to be mature. Like it's really, we're just kids. Look at the world. Look at politicians. Look at people on TV. They talk and talk. Really, they're just like scared little kids inside, right? So we're trying to recall that feeling. I want this movie to
Ludi, I think you should be
a
politician. What do we think?
Ludi Lin,
Ludi for president, yes. Not necessarily here, maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe we go on to the next question.
Só para avisar, a gente tem mais 3 perguntas. We've got 3 more questions.
Fantastic.
Hi, my name is Claudio. I'm from Santa E, Zerbside. And my question is going to the same way of him. I want to know, how do you think is going to be the impact of this new movie in the actual generation, incorporation of the series, My Movie, and the other movies in the 90s?
I mean, for me, I think that, I don't know, tell me if I don't answer your question, but for people who love it, as I said before, everything that they want will be in it. Then you just have to make a good movie. You've got a bunch of people, actors, director, crew, who are like, do you know what, we just want to make a really good movie. That's always a very important part of it. For the actors, we want to be, you know, believable. We want to be good actors. So we try very hard to do that. So I think once you've got all those components, when we're on set, we focus on making a good movie. Yeah. You know, they focus on the special effects, focus on, you know, getting the best visuals. So when you have all of those components, as long as you're bearing in mind each and every one of them, and not forgetting the fans, not forgetting what needs to be in there for them, then I think personally, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. So
yeah, that's the core of it. I mean, who doesn't like good movies, right? Who doesn't like watching good movies? What's better is to watch good movies with their friends. And for me, also, what's more important here in this movie, I really got to experience, like, start to get what movie magic really is. Because as Nay said, there's so many people here, including all of us on stage, including Becky, including the crew, hundreds of people that worked on this movie. They really put 100%, 110% every single day into this movie. And I just can't imagine that so many people have put so much passion behind something that doesn't convey to the audience. So for the people that watches this movie, you have to know that you're a part of this whole experience, because it's not complete until we convey what we want to say out there and someone receives it. So I hope a lot of people everyone who watches this movie receives something and gets affected by what we did.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with these two. Everything you said, I mean, it's exactly what I'm thinking. I want you to be moved by the film. I want you to feel like you're that teenager again. I want you to feel like you go on this journey with us, because I'm speaking for myself, and I can speak for the rest of the cast on this. Every day for those 5 months, I got up, I got out of bed, and I put 150% into this role. And I know that everybody else, the crew, the team, all of those components that Naomi said and Ludi said, it's all in there. So I want, when you guys go to the cinema, I want you to go on that journey with us and feel what we felt, because it's all in there, and it's real.
And it's really fun.
And it's so much fun.
It's like fun, and it's funny as well. So just thought I'd throw that one out there.
Yeah, just relax, sit back, and really be entertained, because you don't need to force yourself. Emotion is something that you can't help but feel. So go watch it and just relax.
Hi, I'm Alice from Republica Pop. My question actually is about the girls in the movie, because I know you're a team, but I want to know if we're going to see some girl power, you know, because that's so important for now.
Absolutely.
No, it's a great question. And I'm not just gonna make up some like, yeah, there's like girl power. Like genuinely, that was something with Becky and I can speak on her behalf, we're good. Both of us discussed, okay, we read the script and we were like, what's really important about this is our relationship and what we're saying with our relationship. So underlying, there's lots of, you know, all our relationships with each other are different, but between us, it's kind of like its own love story. They're not sure about each other at first, and it's the idea of, you know, obviously in the context of high school, different groups, and you don't want to kind of veer out of what she like, what you know, and it's that kind of maturing. And when women come together, like we know, like they're unstoppable. And that was something that was really important to us. And it wasn't fake. It's not like they're just like, oh, we're best friends. Like, they're not sure about each other. And then they begin to form this friendship. And they kick ass. So, but it was really important to us. And even sometimes, like in the middle of the shoot, if we were in a scene, Becky and I would say, okay, where are we right now? Like, in our relationship, what's going on in our minds? Rather than just going through the motions. Sometimes when you've got, you're dealing with a story of 5 characters, it's like, you know, you have to get bits in there, it's difficult. So that was something that was we thought a lot about, and hopefully, like, you'll see it for the girls. It was important to us, so hopefully it shows.
And I wanted to attest to that, besides on screen, off the screen as well, when we're just being actors and we were just being friends together. I mean, Becky did a lot to convey what was happening out to, you know, social media, because she's amazing, right? So spreading love around. And also Naomi here, she's like our pillar of support to me, because every day after a tough day of shooting, I would just wait till the moment we get into the van and she would go, well done. She did that today actually when we were coming here. I made a random funny joke, which doesn't really happen too often, and she went, well done, Lily, well done. Oh, thanks.
The support and love is there for sure.
Essa é a última pergunta e depois a gente vai ter photocall, para deixar foto. This is the last question and then we'll have a phone call.
Bruno, ajuda, por favor. Claro. Como foi a experiência de ser um Power Ranger e vocês pretendem voltar a fazer um papel mais pra frente num segundo filme, por exemplo?
He wants to know what was the experience of being a Power Ranger, and if you guys intend to return to the role in potential future movies.
We've saved the world. We're done. Are we not? No.
And so just the fact that we have these characters that we're just like, you know what, we can literally make these characters anybody. Like, you know, one day Kimberly could just decide, okay, you know what, I'm only going to wear long sleeves. But there's some creativeness that you have a reason to, you know, it's just exciting. So heck yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if you and as well, if there is the kind of, you know, somebody was mentioning over there before, the kind of social media uprise when the trailer 1 came out. You know, if you guys are going to the cinema, if you like it, we're here. We're going to make another one. If you want us to make another one, we're going to make another one, and we're going to put just as much into it. So
we're here in Brazil. We should shoot the movie here.
I think what people aren't getting is that this first movie is literally just the beginning. It's the tip of the iceberg. Like, people ask us a lot about what it feels like to be superheroes, what it feels like to become a Power Ranger. But this movie is about becoming a hero. It's about, like, for me, I know Zach more than I know the Black Ranger, because it's about the journey of becoming a hero, you know, and there's a lot more to be told. I think this is why people are going to really feel this movie, is because you're going along this journey with these kids, and that's something that hasn't been explored in the TV series, right? Like, 10 minutes of time, these kids got zapped to a space station and then somehow they started morphing. But this entire movie, you get to experience the journey, the struggles, the challenges, the successes that these kids go through in order to become heroes. And hopefully that'll inspire something in you to go and do good and be together and do good for the world, you know?
Okay. Obrigado, gente.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Before I forget, I just want to thank you guys personally, and also for Brazil, because a fan, you know, fans at the airport, a fan gave me this awesome awesome flag, this Brazilian flag yesterday, or the scarf. And I brought something from Beijing because I know you guys have, just coming here, I felt what you guys are going through right now, because there's all the flags half-mast and the news getting spread around the world, and it's a tragedy. So this is from the Beijing soccer team. As you notice, just coincidentally, you guys have the same colors, and the team is called Yuan. It means peace and love. So this is from them. They signed it, I signed it. So I'm gonna leave this with you guys. I'm gonna leave this in Brazil, and just know that there's people around the world that's feeling it with you guys, because I mean, football players, they're role models too, right? And they're heroes to a lot of people. And it's such a sad thing, what happened to them. But what they stand for and their love and their passion is going to carry on.
Together we are one.
So can I give this to someone?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Obrigado.
Hey.